Good day everyone, I am Ronaldine Apao and today I will discuss the lesson overview and what is anthropology. Have you ever wondered why people greet each other differently, celebrate different traditions, or have different ideas about family, success, and happiness? For example, in the Philippines, we show respect by saying po and opo. In Japan, people bow when greeting each other, while in some countries, people greet with a handshake or a kiss on the cheek. These are not just simple habits. They are part of a person's culture, and culture influences how we think, behave, and see ourselves. Unlike philosophy, which asks, who am I? And psychology, which studies the human mind and behavior, anthropology asks, how does culture shape who we become? In other words, anthropology explains how our surroundings influence our personality, values, and way of living. Anthropologists also believe that we cannot fully understand ourselves without considering our language, customs, beliefs, traditions, history, and social environment. All of these work together to shape our identity. So what is anthropology? Anthropology is the scientific study of humanity. It focuses on people, cultures, societies, and human development across different places and different periods of time. The goal of anthropology is to understand how humans live, how cultures develop, and why people behave differently from one another. Anthropology also answers important questions such as what does it mean to be human? How do cultures differ? How do cultural practices shape identity? Why do people think and behave differently? By studying anthropology, we learn to appreciate cultural diversity, respect other people's beliefs and traditions, and better understand ourselves and others. That is the end of my report. Thank you for listening and have a great day.
Good day everyone. My report today is branches of anthropology and the concept of culture. But before I begin, let me introduce myself. I am Warren Estalio from Little Baguio, San Fernando, Bukidnon. Let me explain ang cultural anthropology kay nagtuon siya sa kultura about sa atong tradisyon or tinuhan o paagi sa pagpuyo sa lain-laing grupo sa tao, which is natay mga kultura Manubo, Bisaya, Ilocano, or mga mga Ilonggo. So muna siya gitawag nga mga tradisyon na to nga gitawag nga anthropology. Next is biological physical anthropology. So sa akong nasabtanan ni is kaning biological physical is kuan siya kanang kultura sa una. So nabot sa karon nga panahon nga generation ang giunsa bitaw niya pag paggo iyang anyo or sa iyang pagkatawo o which is ang parehagod sa atong mga nawong sa mga murag bitog mga unggoy ug nawong nga inato dayon murag silbi murag pagka pila ka tuig or pila ka generation nga naabot murag nabag-o ilang mga anyo ba kanang nabag-o ilang mga physical sa ilang lawas na siya. So that's it. Next is archaeology. Sa unang nga panahon nga mga tao is na sila yung mga gamit sa unang nga panahon nga ilang nabilin bitaw, which is mga gamit like mga sundang baka nila nga katong mga lain-lain nga mga porma gamit or balay or uban pa sa una nga panahon is natay makita nga mga gamit sa una nga panahon ug karon nga maabot nga makita na to masya kita nga ug unsay porma ato nga mga gamit ug unsay mga shape unsay mga porma ba diya. So mao ni siya ang ilang mga kabilin sa una nga panahon ug sa makita nato karon nga generation. Next is linguistic anthropology. So sa una nga panahon is language nga o kanang giunsa nila pagistorya sa laing tawo nga dili bitaw bagay sa ilang istoryahan og sa istorya sa isa. So nagtuon niya po na siya og naa siya po sa pagtuon nga dapat ni siya matunan sa ubang tawo nga masabtan sa uban pud nga tradisyon nga unsa pud ilahang mga istoryahan sama sa mga lumad or mga for example ang Bisaya kay nagkuan siya nagistorya siya og Cebuano, dayon ang Filipino ay ang Tagalog nag-speak siya og Filipino or Tagalog ay marigi. So mo na siya. So tungod sa atong wika or sa atong language is kadugayan masabtan na ginato unsa ang atuang mga languages sa atuang tipang istorya sa atong klase-klase bitaw natong istorya o sa atong language nga atong gawa sa atong baaba nga para maka communicate ta sa ubang tawo. Next is concept of culture. Naman tayo lain-lain nga mga konsepto or mga inani nga mga culture na to, which is mga lumad bakata or Bisaya bakata inana. So sa kuang nabalan ni sa kuang kanang opinion is kini mga culture nila especially sa Manobo. Mao ni akong nasabtan sila is og ikaw nakasala silang kultura o nakasala gi silang og na sila pangayoon kung baga kuan ba kanang mao ni gitawag nga kan salaon kanang nasala ka ba kana bitong nakasala iga sila ha. So kung na sila pangayoon nga butang or mga inana dapat gini mo nga tumanon kay mo man ilahang culture nga ilahang pamatasan nga sa ilahang culture. Remember guys, importante po ng anthropology. Makatabang kini nga mas masabtan na to ang lain-lain na to nga mga kultura ug magkakaton po ta og respeto sa ubang tao ba. So mao na siya, magrespetuhay lang yun tanan. So that's it for this afternoon. Once again, maayong hapon sa atong tanan.
Characteristic of culture: the self as embedded in cultural. Characteristic of culture: 1. Learned acquired to socialization. 1. Shared common among members of a group. 3. Dynamic change over time. Symbolic expressed through language, rituals, and symbols. 5. Adaptive helps people respond to their environment. the self as embedded in culture. The anthropologists argue that the self is embedded in culture. Thus, this means that individuals understand themselves through the values, belief, and practice of the communication to with what they belong. Cultural influence, language, gender roles, family relationship, religion, belief, food processes, clothing, occupation, concept of success, emotional expression.
Hi, this is Hyson May, and today we're going to tackle about personhood in anthropology. So first, we must define what is anthropology. An anthropologist is a scientist who studies humanity, exploring human evolution, societies, and cultures across both past and present. Anthropologists distinguish between human beings and persons. A human being refers to a biological member of the species Homo sapiens. Homo sapiens is the Latin scientific name for modern humans. Translated, it means wise men or thinking men. Homo means human being, and sapiens means wise, intelligent, or rational. It is the only surviving species of the genus Homo. Different cultures define personhood differently. In some societies, adulthood begins at the age of 18. In others, adulthood is marked by marriage or participation in initiation rituals. Some cultures emphasize independence, while others prioritize family obligations. Next is enculturation. So what is enculturation? Enculturation is the lifelong process through which individuals learn and internalize their culture. People learn culture by observing, imitating, and participating in social life. Example, a Filipino child learns to use respectful language, celebrates fiestas, show hospitality to guests, and participate in family gatherings. And these practices become part of the child's identity.
Good day everyone, my name is Eileen A. Amamyo from the Group G, and my report is about the ethnocentrism and cultural relativism. The first I discuss is about the ethnocentrism. Ethnocentrism is the tendency to judge another cultures using the standard of one's own culture. Kaning ethnocentrism is makapang-judge ka sa laing culture kay we are the different culture. So ang example the example is a Filipino tourist says their food is so weird because it is different from the food in the Philippines. So naay risk of ethnocentrism. The first is stereotyping or making unfair assumption about people. Then second is prejudice or judging people without knowing them. And then the third is the discrimination or treating people unfairly because of their culture. And the last is a cultural misunderstanding, not respecting or understanding other cultures. The second is cultural relativism. Ang cultural relativism is trying to understand another cultures without judging it. Example, instead of saying their tradition is weird, why is this tradition important to them? Or what does it mean in their culture? About the cultural relativism is curious ka about sa ilang culture and kaning gusto ka makabalo sa ilaha and without judging it sa ilahang culture.
I want you to stay till I'm in the grave.
What is indigenous Filipino concept of the South? Indigenous Filipino concept of the South, highlighting core cultural values that shape personal identity and community relationships in the Philippines.
You
First, kapwa,
stay.
a Filipino value emphasizing shared identity, empathy, and interconnectedness. One's well-being is linked to the well-being of others.
Till I'm in the casket. You
Second, bayanihan, the tradition of communal unity and cooperation, often illustrated by neighbors, helping one another without expecting payment.
don't save me. Nothing left to lose.
Third, utang na loob, a deep sense of gratitude and moral obligation to repay kindness received from others.
Think I wasn't better alone. Can't change.
Fourth, pakikisama, the value of maintaining harmonious interpersonal relationships by promoting cooperation and avoiding unnecessary conflict.
I don't think I could.
And last, hiya, a culturally shaped sense of propriety, dignity, and concern for how one's action affect others. While hiya can encourage respectful behavior, excessive concern about others' opinions may also inhibit self-expression.
I want you to
Good day, everyone. Today I will be discussing globalization and the self. Globalization refers to the increasing interconnectedness of societies through technology, migration, trade, and communication. Because of globalization, people from different countries can easily connect, share ideas, exchange cultures, and do business with one another. It has greatly influenced the way we live, learn, and interact with others. Now, let's talk about the positive effects of globalization. First, greater cultural exchange. People can learn about different traditions, languages, foods, and customs from around the world. This helps us become more open-minded and respectful of other cultures. Second, access to education and information through internet and technology. Students and professionals can easily access knowledge, online courses, and educational resources from anywhere in the world. Third, appreciation of diversity. Globalization encourages us to value and respect people from different backgrounds and culture and beliefs. Lastly, new opportunities for collaboration. People from different countries can work together in business, education, science, and technology to solve global problems and create new innovation. However, globalization also has some challenges. First, cultural homogenizations. As global culture becomes more widespread, local cultures and traditions may become less visible or slowly disappear. Second, loss of indigenous tradition. Some indigenous communities may lose their language, customs, and cultural practices because of outside influences. Third, identity conflicts. People may struggle to balance their local identity with global influences, making it difficult to know where they are truly belong. Lastly, pressure to adapt global standards of beauty or success. Social media and global trends can make people feel pressured to look or to live a certain way, which may affect their self-esteem and identity. In conclusion, globalization brings many benefits such as cultural exchange, access to knowledge, and opportunities for collaboration. At the same time, it also represents challenges that can affect our culture and identity. Therefore, it is important to enjoy the advantages of globalization while preserving our own traditions, values, and cultural heritage. Thank you, and that's the end of my report.
I have a pictures about the anthropologies, the self in cultures. The first is inculturation, or through inculturation we learn the beliefs, values, traditions, and behaviors from our family and community. And the second is importance concept. These are concepts help us understand the diversity of human experience about the personhood, cultural relativism, and ethnocentrism. And the three is Philippine values, or our identity is informed within relationship and communities, or kapwa, bayanihan, utang na loob, pakikisama, or hiya. And the last is globalization. As the world becomes more connected, we interact with different culture. On the lesson summary is anthropology teaches that our identity is shaped by the cultures we grow up in. Through inculturation, we learn our beliefs, values, tradition, and behaviors from our family and community. Ideas like personhood, cultural relativism, and ethnocentrism help us understand and respect different cultures. In the Philippines, values such as kapwa, bayanihan, utang na loob, pakikisama, and hiya shows the importance of helping others and building good relationship. As the world becomes more connected through globalization, anthropology helps us appreciate other cultures while still valuing our own Filipino heritage.